Hello everybody, I am back with another product review. Everything that I review is based on large family use. So a lot of things, keep in mind, they may not take the wear and tear, but today is a little bit different. Today I actually want to show you I'm probably not even pronouncing it right, it's Delonghi Espresso maker that I received for Christmas a year ago. So it has had a full year's worth of use, and I can officially tell you my thoughts and opinions on it. So let's take a look at it. All right, here it is. This is the Delonghi. Like I said, I'm guessing I'm saying it right, but I have no idea. It does say Easy Serving Espresso ESE. You've got standard knob. Basically, this just turns it on, which I'm going to go ahead and do to start it preheating. This will tell you when it's ready and when you can make the espresso. This is off. This is to turn it to steam, which uses this knob here. Comes out the frothing spout right there. So, my thoughts on this. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm turning that on. It's actually because I'm going to make myself some here in just a bit. I will go ahead and show myself making this in just a minute. It'll be kind of high speed, not anything too exciting. Basically, what you do, you're going to decide how much you want to make. So it's got this little cup up here. There is actually a secondary one if you want a single shot. I like to do the double shot amount. I actually break a few little rules when I do this. I will explain that in a minute. This is your scoop. This cup takes 2 scoops. I like the Javalia chocolate mocha. It's just a fine enough grit. It works. It is not actually an espresso blend, which is a much finer, but again, this is a personal preference. Okay, here's your tamper. So after you put your coffee into the cup here, you're going to come over here, you're going to tamp it down and press it. Then you're going to come under here and attach it up under there, and then everything else. So rather than teaching you how to make it, my thoughts on this thing is really loud. When you turn it on and actually start running it, it vibrates like crazy. The little cup that I placed down in here. Now, there's a metal screen that goes flush across here, and you're supposed to set the espresso cup under there. I could not actually find an espresso cup when we first got this, so I found a little alternative glass cup that I use. It's a bigger. I use it, like I said, as a double shot, but honestly I think it's a little bit bigger than a double shot even, and it's perfect for what I like. So but because of it's a different type of cup, I had to take the screen out, so I just set it right down in the bottom. When I turn that on though, this vibrates enough that the cup likes to dance around in there if I'm not paying attention. That said, I also have had to start heating up my coffee cup, which let me grab that really quick. This is one of my favorite coffee cups. I actually have 2 in this style. They're slightly different colors, and then I have a different large one. These are larger than average if you can't tell, but being stoneware, or even just my other one is really kind of a basic coffee cup, my coffee was cold almost instantly. So one thing I had to start doing is I microwave this for 30 seconds dry by itself to warm up the cup. Honestly, I shouldn't have to do that, but my opinion, so this is not based on fact, this is based on my experience. I do not believe that this truly gets hot enough. It's part of why I turned it on now, so that the heating element has more time to heat up the water and get that going. Now that leads me to my one other main complaint, is I have a frothing cup. It's your standard little metal frothing cup that I use to steam my milk in on here. I currently use unsweetened almond milk. I previously used regular dairy. So I can say I've used both, and it's not an issue with the milk itself, but the directions will tell you not to froth for more than a specific amount of time at a time. That does not do much at all. Honestly, it barely gets it warm. So it takes about 2 to 3 times as long as the directions say to get that heated up to an acceptable temperature. and which is really frustrating, but I have worked it out and I just do it for as long as I need to. Yes, I know I'm not doing it the way the directions say, but it was either do it my way or just not use this thing anymore at all. Because, like I said, it is really inadequate heating. It's my opinion that the coffee does come out hot enough, but it's not hot, which is why simply having a stoneware mug that is room temperature, which is almost cool to the touch, was cooling off my coffee instantly. And then even adding the steamed milk did not make it hot enough. If I did not down that in the first 10 minutes, I was drinking cold coffee. Yes, I'm a mom, and it's not because I was walking away from it. It is just was not hot enough. And I didn't want to have to microwave the coffee after it was made either. So that's what I do. I microwave the cup and I steam the milk for longer than the directions say it should be. But that's where that's at. Now, the rest of this video is going to show me making it, so feel free to watch if you'd like. If not, you can leave me any questions you have below about the machine itself and my thoughts on it. I will also say that the water reservoir does hold, for me, about 3 big cups worth of coffee. It's enough to make 3 cups, and that includes steaming 3 times. After the 3rd cup of coffee, I have to refill it. I do not drink more than a cup in a day, and I don't even drink it every day. So there is also that. Now I'm gonna go make myself some coffee. Okay, one thing I forgot to say really quick too is that this thing is also really touchy when you put the coffee grounds in it. If you could tell, I fill it with 2 scoops. I think the scoops were slightly rounded, which almost overfilled it slightly. So when I tampered it down, a little bit spilled off to the side. That is fine. Yes, I lost some grounds. However, being that full, since I had it as full as possible, makes it difficult to twist this arm on. So if you didn't notice, I have to use both hands, one stabilizing the machine and one pulling on the arm of this. When we got this, I did read some reviews about that breaking. I've been doing this for a year and it's never happened. The only thing I've had to replace is actually the nozzle on the frother or the steamer, and that was because it developed a crack at the top almost instantly. So I used that for about 2 months. I replaced it. This one has been perfectly fine. So I don't know what the issue was with that one, but I don't have any more complaints about that portion of it. So now that I've got that on, I'm going to get my cup heated up and get back to making my coffee. Okay, so now that I've added my really large cup, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on while I get this. I want you to hear just how loud this is. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it moving or not, but we'll see. Guys, Micah hasn't eaten yet. This oatmeal is ice cold.
Mommy, it's on. Mommy, it's on. Mommy, that's milk.
Okay, the one thing I just did that happens on occasion, because I'm a mom trying to multitask, and if you didn't hear in the background, I've got a 1-year-old whose food is done, and I had a 4-year-old who was watching me pour milk and commenting on that. You're gonna notice that this is overly full. That does happen from time to time. So I have to be super careful when I pull it out a little bit. It's gonna spill, but I'm gonna get that wedged out of there and add my flavorings. You guys make it however you want. I actually like to use about 1/2 to 1 tablespoon of caramel syrup, 1 tablespoon caramel, 1 tablespoon vanilla. It's really sugary. It's kind of the way I like it. And I enjoy it that way. Okay, now that my coffee's made, I actually have to clean it. You will notice if I did not play it in high speed, the frother makes a really high-pitched banshee sound, which at first caught my kids really off guard. Apparently I didn't take them to coffee shops very often with me. And so that caught them off guard, but now I've got to clean it before any of the milk residue or anything hardens inside of that nozzle. So I'll show you how that works. And then I just turn it off. One other lesson I learned the hard way is removing this too soon causes a small release of pressure and coffee grounds are spit in about 2 feet in every direction if it's really bad. Sometimes it's a few inches, but I let it sit for a little bit before I actually remove that. I just don't enjoy cleaning up coffee grounds. So, and I already have to clean them up from spilling it when I tampered them. Make sure that you have left the steam function on. I wrap a washcloth around the end of it. So if anything got up in this, but remember that this metal part is extremely hot. So touch just the plastic part here. Unscrew that, and I will rinse this piece off. I wipe any milk residue that got up on there just above this, and a little bit that drizzled down onto the ground while I was doing that. I'll rinse this off, reattach it, and I'm done. All right, guys, so there it was. That was the Delonghi Home Espresso Maker. I do not know the model number. I do not see it anywhere, obviously, on it. We did purchase that a year ago, so it was December, actually maybe, yeah, it was December of 2017 when I got this. We read the reviews on Amazon, and we went and we purchased it at Target locally. So I know that much. And those are my honest thoughts and opinions. I have already acknowledged the things that I do that are not necessarily in line with the manufacturer's recommendations, but I have also said why I do them and the extra steps I've had to take. This is my morning cup of coffee. You can see it's very full, especially for being a big cup. That is because I overfilled the espresso itself. And which means it's going to be a little bit more watery. And that happens from time to time. Again, I'm a mom of many kids, and sometimes you just roll with it. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Leave any questions you may have down in the comments below, and I will be happy to answer them as soon as I can. I hope you are having a blessed day. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because I do a lot of different videos like this, as well as recipes and other things, and I hope to see you in the next one.